Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your full moon in Aquarius on the 28th of July 2018 and total lunar eclipse yoga class. If this is your first time, then a very big welcome to you. If you have any concerns about your mental, emotional or physical health with respect to doing a yoga class of this sort, please do consult your health professional before you continue. But of course, I do discuss health considerations as we work our way through these sequences and asanas, etc., and give you some indications as to what you can do to modify if you do have any health concerns. And so we're just starting off with an activation. So as we always do, so the activation usually lasts for around about 10 minutes, and it's usually kind of the same looking activation so that we can concentrate on what's happening on the planet astrologically and numerologically when I sort of do a little bit of a summary of what Pam Gregory and Barbara Goldsmith have told us on their YouTube channels. So just shaking your hands down here, just releasing. There was quite likely a fair bit of anxiety, tension possibly going on, and I'll discuss that in a few moments. And bring your hands up and just keeping your hands around about head height if you have any blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues throughout the yoga class today. And then you can go up higher if you don't have any concerns about that, and around to the side. So we have quite a bit going on. We have this full moon in Aquarius, but it also happens to be a full lunar eclipse as well. And there's quite a few complex energies going on at the same time. So legs a little bit further apart. We're just going to do a little bit of a circle. So if you do have blood pressure, heart condition, vertigo, any issues like that, keep the head above the waist. So just go to about this height. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to go all the way down to the ground. So flicking it out, like really consciously flicking it out here. As you'll know in a few moments, there's quite a bit of angry energy going on at the moment. Very impulsive, angry energy. I did discuss this in our last class a fortnight ago, and quite a bit of that is still happening, but there's some new things happening at the same time as well. So just around in a circle, and we're going to go the other way. All right, so what have we got going on? We have 5 planets. Where are they? 5 planets retrograde. Okay, now retrograde means you really have to look inwards. It's really forcing us to be introspective, okay, to really look inwards and stop before we act. Now, one of the planets, and I did mention this last time, is Mars. It's in retrograde, but Mars doesn't like stopping and thinking before it acts. So bring the hands back in, the legs back down, and let's just do some very gentle, just swinging around, always within your own limits here. If you have any concerns, if you start to feel dizzy or tired in any way, please do stop and pull back a little bit and see how you go. And just arms up a little bit again, keeping them lower if you need to keep them lower. Okay. So, yes, 5 planets in retrograde, including Mars, and Mercury will also go retrograde just before we have our lunar eclipse. It'll go retrograde on the 26th. So that's a big thing, okay? That when they're all retrograde, you really do need to be introspective. You really do need to step back and think before you act. And that can be really difficult at the moment because Mars is being, well, very, very active at the moment. It's playing up quite a bit. There's 3 really big things going on for Mars at the moment that Pam Gregory outlined so perfectly well in her YouTube video that you can definitely go and have a look at. Just tapping opposite knee with opposite hand here as we continue our activating the body. We're getting the body ready for the yoga class. And as I said, this is pretty much the same activation each time, so we can concentrate on what's happening on the planet. So Mars is retrograde. Okay, now when Mars is retrograde, it's actually very, very close to the Earth with respect to when it's not retrograde. In fact, it's normally around, on average, about 140 million miles, but it's only 35 million miles, which is a significant step in. You can go for your heels if you can reach them back there. Otherwise, just stick with your knees there. Okay, and just very gentle. This is a very nice generic little warm-up that you can do. And of course Mars, it actually amplifies the Mars energy, which is assertion, aggression, very strong willpower, determination, focus, aggression, impatience, and all of those things, impulsivity. So that's revving everybody up, making everybody quite agitated. But because Mars is retrograde, it's forced to hold back on all those things and be introspective, which it doesn't really like doing. So you may be noticing this. Let's just do some very gentle hip circles here. All right, it's also out of bounds. So Mars is being a little bit of a maverick at the moment. Okay, it's out of the usual 23 degrees of declination that the planet has, which means it amplifies its extreme. It makes the energy of Mars quite extreme and quite out of control, and as I said, quite maverick. So that is making us even more agitated if we do have any kind of influence in Mars. And the other way around on our charts. Pam Gregory obviously gives a really thorough explanation of how you can read your chart, your own personal chart, and the charts of your loved ones, so that you can have a much better understanding of what I'm talking about here. It's also, Mars is still square Uranus, and it will be until the 1st of October. So, and as I said in the last yoga video, I highly recommend you go back to the previous yoga video for our new moon that we just had a fortnight ago, and keep that in your little toolbox all the way up until the 1st of October, because let's do some infinity symbols here with our hips. Because there is that, we really do need to centre ourselves, okay, because the Mars is square Uranus all the way up until the 1st of October. Angry, impulsive again, edgy, restless, frustrated, irritable, reacting very quickly. So big stuff going on. Events will be fast moving, but they'll be all over the place. There'll be zigzags going on, so go forwards, then go backwards, and very unpredictable. Let's go in the other direction. So that can make you feel quite agitated, quite anxious as well, because you're not quite sure which way it's going. This total lunar eclipse that we're going to have on the 28th of July, Australian Eastern Standard Time, at 6:20 a.m. And we'll just bring the hands into it. It is a complete total lunar eclipse, and that obviously casts a shadow over the moon, and what it does is it unveils secrets, okay? And it is the longest lunar eclipse of this century, okay? It's going to go for 1 hour and 20 minutes, so it's a biggie, okay? It's a really long lunar eclipse, and it's probably one of the most powerful ones of the century as well, because it is also in Aquarius. It's a really big full moon, amplifying the things that a full moon brings, like culmination, fruition, completion, and of course bringing out those secrets. So doing the infinity symbol all the way down to the floor. So if you have been sweeping things under the carpet, as Barbara Goldsmith mentioned, it's a really good time to pull all that dust out from under the carpet and basically deal with it. Let go of people from your past. You may notice that people from a long time ago that were friends with you or associated with you in some way a long time ago, feel that in your shoulders, in your back. Come back. They come back into your life for you to let go of them. They're not there for you to reinstate a relationship with. They're there for you to let go. So let's just scooping underneath here. So just pay attention if there's someone who calls you or messages you or makes contact with you in some way from a long time ago that you used to be associated with. Have a look at what that relationship was like and be prepared to let go of it. Like fully let go. And this yoga class will help you to do that. This yoga class is specifically designed to release all of that anxiety. It will bring you to a place of calm and stillness, but it will also allow you to let go of these past relationships, toxic relationships, bad habits. It's a really, really good time to do it. And to get those secrets up on the surface and just acknowledge them and release them. Okay, so bringing back down to the eyes. There's a lot of stuff. I'm only up to the second half of the explanation here. As I said last time, expect some changes in your friendships. So you will be letting go of old friendships that aren't serving you anymore. A lot of incredible tension is around because of what Uranus is up to. There's a T-square in Uranus. It is a South Node eclipse, so that's even more of a good reason to let go, because whenever there's an eclipse in the South Node, it is all about releasing the past. And of course revealing those secrets that you've been holding on to about the past. What have you been lying to yourself about? And then just palms facing away from each other, opening up the shoulders and breathing out, and then breathing in, just opening back. If you do have any hernia issues, recent abdominal surgery, just be very gentle here with your back bends. So breathing out, forwards, breathing in, really enjoying that. And then out you go. All right, so yes, as I said, South Node. And it's a really good time just to be still. This class will really help you with being still, being centered, being balanced, and being at peace, because and choosing peaceful ways of dealing with things rather than aggressive, assertive, impulsive ways. And it's going to be quite a challenge over the next couple of months to ignore that, well, not ignore, but to let that strong Mars energy work through you, but not actually react to it, not actually be assertive. You need to come in and be retrograde. You need to be introspective. So breathing in. So this class will allow you to do that, absolutely. And then just step the right foot forward, hands up, and then bring the hands back to the middle, foot back to the middle, and then the same foot to the back. So we're just moving the right foot forwards and backwards here. And this is your right foot, so I'm going to mirror you throughout the class today. Okay. What else have we got? We've got 6 planets in the fixed signs. Okay, now that's actually really good news. It allows you to really fix yourself, to really ground yourself, and to know that you are strong, that you are powerful, that you can get through this. It is definitely a test for a lot of us, absolutely. You're going to feel like you want to run 1,000,000 miles an hour, but you're going to have the brakes on at the same time. So you're going to be sort of pushing the accelerator down and the brakes at the same time. Let's switch legs. It's definitely a time just to really ground yourself, and you can do that with the previous yoga class as well. And hang in there, because you are strong. You're not a victim. You're not weak. You're actually a powerful, strong being that can actually get through this incredibly assertive and aggressive energy that we've got going on at the moment. And this yoga class, of course, will help you with that. Your patience will definitely be tested. And as Barbara Goldsmith says, be in the eye of the storm, be the eye of the storm, have the storm swirling around you, but be centered. Be that stillness. And there's lots of wonderful tools that we'll learn today to do that. And press the pause button on your reaction time, because there'll be a lot of surprises coming up over this time as well. Okay, now you might need to grab a wall if you have osteoporosis, hip issues, balance issues, knee, ankle issues, etc. Don't lift up the leg off the floor at any point. Or you can grab a wall, or you can just put your hands out. If you do need to keep your foot on the floor, just put the foot on the floor and just shake like this. Otherwise, you're welcome to come up. So this is just activating the body, preparing the spine for the yoga. The type of yoga that I do is Drew yoga. We're going to be doing, so go around in little circles there, and then around the other way. We're going to be doing the beautiful moon sequence, the dancer, the Lord of the Dance, asana. Hopefully the peace posture and the inverted posture, wonderful postures. And at the back, and some fantastic pranayams, some breathing techniques that you can take away with you and do at any time. Just a bit of a swing here, and then a beautiful deep relaxation and meditation. Same leg up and around, and of course being very gentle here if you do have the hip knee issues at all, ankle issues, etc. All right, a little bit of a shake. Let's switch to the other leg again. Grab a wall if you need to. Shaking out the side, Okay, and then circles in one direction and then the other direction and out the side. So the main thing is to allow yourself to be peaceful, to be the eye of the storm, to really ground and center yourself and stop and think before you react or make really big decisions in your life at this time. But definitely be prepared to let go. Let go of those old relationships, those old habits, and have a look at the secrets. I actually suggest, so I'm just going to move my mat here. I actually suggest, same leg, up and around, that you write down the secrets that you've been keeping, even from yourself. Have a really close look at how you really feel about your relationships, your current relationships, the ones that pop up from the past in these next few weeks, and be really honest with yourself, and maybe burn that list when you realise how you really feel about those people and about those situations, because you'll very likely, especially if you're watching this yoga class, you'll very likely be transforming who you are and raising your frequency. So really good time to do a little bit of cleaning up and releasing, and having a look at what your truth is, really looking at what your truth is. You do need a strap of some sort here. You can just press pause and go and grab one if you don't have one sitting around. So just holding it so that your hands are about a hand's width away from your thighs here, and then just breathing in, lifting the hands up and breathing out, stretching back. Let's get the pecs. A lovely stretch there, waking those pecs up, and then release, and then breathing in again. Deep breath in and breathe out. Release back, stretch back. So you just, your hands are, if you can, depending on how stretchy your pecs are, your hands are just a little way back past your head, if you can get them past there. Okay, and then just releasing that. We're going to do the quad stretch. Now, you can obviously grab a wall if you need to, or grab a chair, grab the back of a chair. If you know that balance issues are going to come up here, hip, knee, osteoporosis, etc. You're not going to stand on one leg. They're just grabbing your leg and grab the ankle behind. Okay, so it's a stretch of this sort. Now, one way to do it is to, if you can't grab your ankle, is to grab the strap and just pull in like this to get the stretch. Okay, and a little trick: bend the supporting leg, supporting knee. This will help you to balance. And of course, look somewhere on the floor that's not moving, if you can. And just doing a lovely stretch there, stretching out those quads. The quads are very big muscles. They hold quite a lot of energy. And it's really good to stretch them out, even on a daily basis. Just give them a bit of a stretch, even if you're not doing a particular asana that requires it. And then the other leg. So just grabbing the ankle however you can, and then bending that supporting knee, spreading out the toes, and looking somewhere on the floor that's not moving. What I mean by that is no shadows swaying around, and things like that. So just really enjoying that stretch. And then turning to the side, if you do have blood pressure issues, menstruating, pregnant, glaucoma, detached retina, etc., you're not going to bring your head below your waist. So turn to the side, or lengthways along your mat there. The back leg's about 45 degrees. Front leg's nice and straight, and you just come down until you feel a stretch in the top of the front leg there. Okay, and of course, as I said, keep the head above the waist if you need to, with those health considerations. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to stretch down a little bit further, if the stretch allows you, if your hamstrings allow you to stretch that far. So just enjoying that stretch. Really good to stretch those hamstrings whenever you can. I do it pretty much daily, every night. You're inverted as well, and inverted postures allow you to let go. So it's really, really good to to do that. Okay, and then gently walking your hands back up. Give yourself a bit of a stretch and turning to the other side. Breathe in, and then when you breathe out, just gently coming down. And again, keep the head above the waist. If you have glaucoma, detached retina, ear, eye, nose, throat issues, anything that's going to make it difficult to be inverted. And just releasing there. Enjoying that stretch in the hamstrings. And then we're just going to come down to the floor, so you can just bring that knee down. If you do have issues with coming down onto the floor, and we will be doing quite a bit of this later actually, so I will show you the modification now. You sit your bottom half on the chair, okay? So half the bottom's on the chair, the other half's off, and the back leg goes out to the back, okay? And you stretch. So I'll just show you that from the side. Okay. So as far back as feels comfortable, you're stretching your legs inside your leg here and moving forward like that. Okay. And keep that chair handy if you do have issues with being on the floor for periods of time, particularly being on your knees. So stretching the leg forwards. Always keeping the knee above or behind the ankle. You don't want the knee to go past the ankle at any point. And just switching to the other leg. Now there's quite a few moments in our asanas that I'll be saying if you do have those health considerations, you'll need to do the cat. So I'll just demonstrate the cat. So if you do need to, you can just jump straight into the cat. Okay, so the cat, you're just on all fours. All right, and you can just come into the corpse pose, so just lay on the floor on your back if you know you can't be on all fours as well, if that's not an option. And just checking that your knees are directly below your hips and your hands are below your shoulders as best you can from where you're sitting. Breathing in, when you breathe out, lift the tummy muscles up, so squeeze the tummy muscles up towards the sky. Excuse me. And then breathing in, push the tailbone up to the sky and start to curl the spine very slightly. And eventually the head comes up and looks just 1.5 meters ahead on the floor. So I'm just looking where Snowy is there, my little puppy dog. Breathing out, push the tailbone down towards the floor. Very gentle arch upwards. You're more stretching your spine out beyond your head. You're not doing overarching like this. You're just doing a very gentle stretch out beyond your crown. And then breathing in, start from the tailbone and continue. Okay, so it's a very slow walk up the spine. That's your cat. All right, so we're ready for the moon sequence. I'll just demonstrate a few things that you'll need to know about the moon sequence. There are parts when as I said, we're on the floor, we're kneeling. Okay, we come in for Vakasana. We'll be coming up onto one knee, just a very gentle runner here, just a 90 degrees runner. If you know you can't do that, if you have pain underneath your knee, you can just roll up a thin blanket and put it under your shin, which will take the pressure off your knee. So that's one way to deal with it. I don't suggest a big pillow, just a very thin blanket just under your shin, just to take that pressure off. If the knee is still not happening, I strongly suggest that you have that chair going. Okay, so when we go out to the right, we'll have our right leg out first. So have a chair nearby that has you like this. Okay, we'll be coming out, our hands will be doing things, okay, and eventually our hand will either come to the floor or to our knee, okay. Now if you have, if you're pregnant, okay, if you have neck issues, shoulder issues, anything like that, you're not going to bring your hand down to the floor. So just readjusting myself there, sorry. So when we do come down, you just place your hand on your knee, okay? across like that if you like. And again, if you have neck issues, shoulder issues, you may not come all the way. The idea is to come all the way looking up at the sky, but you may only come to here, and that's fine. Okay, and then we switch to the other side. So again, the idea is to come all the way up, but you can just come to here. And the full version is you can have your hand on the floor and reach up on both sides. Okay. We will be going into a plank at some point. So the full version, of course, is put your hands on the floor and have a straight line from your head to your feet. If you know that's not going to happen, you can do the cat. Okay. We do go down into the Sphinx, which happens not long after that. And if you know you can't get on the floor, you can just put your elbows on your knees on the chair. Okay. And then into the child. So that's your moon sequence. I'll do it from the floor. If you need the chair, please do grab the chair and get that ready. Okay, have a little sip of water as well. It's always good to, just adjusting my microphone here. It's a new system, so it keeps moving on me. All right. So have a little sip of water. Okay. Let's come down into Vakasana. If this is a little bit uncomfortable, place a pillow between your bottom and your ankles. That tends to be a really comfortable option as well. Or you can actually start like this, kneeling up high if you need to. Okay, so let's just come to a restful place for a few moments. So just placing the hands into Namaste at your chest, closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly at the floor. Take a deep breath in. Imagine you're filling your tummy up with air. Just breathing out through your nose. Breathing in again, fill the tummy up with air. And breathe out through the nose. Imagine yourself in a bright white sphere of light. It is all around your body. And allow that sphere to grow a little bit, so it's a good meter and a half away from the center of your body. It's shining brightly. You feel quite protected, nurtured and safe, and supported by this sphere of light. Imagine that this is a mini moon and you're inside your little mini moon. You're going to do your entire moon sequence inside of this moon. You're going to have the intention of coming to a place of balance, tranquility and peace and calm. You're going to tune into your intuition. You're going to be more able to cope with change. Your thoughts will be more harmonized and aligned with what's going on for you right now. You'll be refreshed and still. Come to a place of beautiful silence. So gently opening your eyes and really take your time with this. Take your time with this sequence. Do it as many times as you like over the next fortnight around the time of this full moon and this eclipse. I highly recommend you do it while the eclipse is actually happening, if you can, or within half a day of it happening as well. So breathing in, coming up if you're not up already into the upper knee, or of course sitting on the side of your chair. Bring your right foot, excuse me, bring your right foot out to the front. Breathe in, breathing out, just relax the shoulders and relax your namaste. Check that you are feeling balanced. If you feel a little bit wobbly, walk the right foot out just a little bit so you've got a wider stance with your two legs there. Breathe in. When you breathe out, just bring the hands out to the front, always keeping a lovely little bend in your arms. And then breathing in, gently releasing the fingers, opening up the chest, caressing the edges of your moon that you're sitting in. Breathing out, palms faced up. Breathing in again, gently caressing the edges of your moon. Breathe in, come into Namaste. Breathing out, slicing through the front. Breathing in, opening up again. When you breathe out, you can either bring your right hand down to the floor and your left hand comes up. This is the full version. The left hand comes up, pointing up to the sky, keeping your knee facing forwards. If that's not working for you, just place your forearm on your knee and come up again. You can just come to here if that's what works for you. Okay, so choose the version that works for you today. Gazing softly at the crescent that you've created with your left hand, and then gazing down at your foot, your right foot. Breathing in, looking up, breathing out, coming back down, and then breathing in, opening the hands back up again. Bringing your torso up and breathing out again. We're coming down to the floor. This is with the left hand this time. Keep the right knee facing forwards. Don't bend it out like this. Or again, you can place your hand on your thigh and bring the hand up. Gazing softly up at your beautiful crescent. And then gazing down at your right foot. Breathing in, looking up, and opening up. Breathing out, palms faced up. Breathing in, up to the top, and breathing out. Hands coming down. Bring the knees down. We're going to come into the plank. I'll just do the plank sideways, but you can stay facing forwards if you like. Or of course, please do the cat if you know the plank's not going to work for you today. So going into the plank, we only do one plank in this beautiful sequence. So feeling the strength of this hold. And gently coming down. Resting your tummy on the floor. And of course, just lean over if you're on the chair, if you know you can't come down onto the floor. Bring the feet a good shoulder width apart. And point the toes out away from each other. And rest the forehead on the back of your hands. And take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feel the whole body resting, settling into the floor. Feel your whole body coming into a place of harmony, tranquility. Imagine the full moon, the light of the full moon beaming over your body. Breathe in again, feel the tummy expand on the floor. And breathing out, release. Feel yourself coming to that place of stillness. And out. Preparing yourself for the other side. So gently walking the feet back in towards each other. Use your hands to gently push yourself. Oh, sorry. we need to do a sphinx, don't we? Bring your hands so that the thumbs are in line with your eyes. Rest your forehead on the floor. Breathing in. When you breathe out, engage your core and push your pelvis into the floor. Imagine a mini full moon in Aquarius sitting at the base of your spine. You're about to allow that full moon to work its way up your spine. Breathing in, create a hollow in the base of the spine. Let the hollow start to walk up the spine. When it gets about halfway, imagine pushing a marble away with your nose, coming up into the Sphinx. So your hands, your palms are face down on the floor. Your elbows are directly below your shoulders. You're looking straight ahead. Breathing in. When you breathe out, turn yourself to the right. Your face to the right. Breathing in to the middle and out to the left. Breathing into the middle and breathing out. Tuck the chin in. Down you go. And then gently coming up into your child pose. So if you're unable to get your head down to the floor, do a few fists to support your forehead.
And if you can't get your bottom to touch your feet, place a pillow in there between your bottom and your feet. And feel an upward arch of your spine. You're arching upwards towards the sky. Feel yourself still in that beautiful cocoon of a full moon, a sphere of light, and very gently pushing yourself up, back into your Vakasana, your diamond posture, preparing yourself for the other side. So we're going to do your left leg out the front this time. Just take a deep breath. This also balances your hormones, your moods. So breathing in, coming up, if you're not up already, and place your left foot out the front. Breathe in again. Breathing out, allow the hands to go out the front, keeping a nice little bend in the arms. Breathing in, opening up, open up the chest. Breathing out, palms faced up. Breathing in, hands come into Namaste. Breathing out, down we go. Slicing down the front. Breathing in, opening up again. And as you breathe out, the left hand comes down either onto your thigh or onto the floor, and up comes the right hand. Gazing up at your right hand if you can. Looking at the beautiful crescent that you've created. Feeling that squeeze in the lower part of your torso, down in the sacral area. And then looking down at your left foot. Looking back up at your crescent. And then breathing in, opening yourself up again. Coming back up into an upright position. And then breathing out, down comes the right hand. Squeeze the lower half of your torso. And up you go with your left hand. Gazing at your crescent you've created with your left hand. Then gazing down at your right hand. Gazing back up, feel that squeeze in the lower part of your torso. And then breathing in, opening up. Breathing out, palms faced up. Breathing in and out. Lovely. And coming down. Close the eyes just for a moment. Feel that stillness. Feel that beautiful, peaceful place. Feel yourself more balanced, more harmonized. Feel yourself still in that cocoon, that sphere of white light. Allow yourself to stay in that cocoon for the days leading up to and at least the 4 days after the full moon. Feel yourself protected and shielded from other people's anger, impulsivity, and assertiveness and aggression. And then gently releasing, opening your eyes. Hope you enjoyed that. And please do rewind and watch as many times as you like, and do the, as I said, that moon sequence over the 4 days leading up to the full moon, and definitely the 4 days afterwards, and even beyond that if you like. We're going to do the dancer, the Lord of the Dance, and again there's a few things here to keep an eye out for. If you have balance issues, if you have knee issues, osteoporosis, or recent abdominal surgery, you're going to be doing some modifications. So I'll show you the full version first. So we're going to be standing on one leg. So we breathe in. When we breathe out, put the weight into one leg. We bend the knee of the leg that we're going to have on the floor. And the same hand, so if we're coming on the right leg, the same hand comes up, palm faced outwards. Then we breathe in, the other leg bends. We walk the hand down, grab the ankle, and rest, get our balance. And then we breathe in, the hand comes up,
and the knee pushes down towards the floor. You feel a stretch through the spine. Then you go into the OK mudra, and then you look up with just your eyes. Now I'll show you, and then of course you come back down. I'll show you from the side so you can see what that looks like. Hand comes up, you grab here and get your balance first. So you bend that supporting knee, the toes are spread out, you're gazing somewhere on the floor that's not moving, and then you stretch the bent knee towards the floor and the hand up to the sky. You're not doing this. This is going to benefit you not at all. It's only going to cause you strain and pain. So you're stretching the spine upwards and towards the floor, and you're pushing that knee down towards the floor. Go into the OK mudra and then look up with just the eyes, and then we come back down. Now, of course, if you have those balance issues, knee, hip, osteoporosis, etc., you don't want to bring the leg off the floor. You can just keep the feet on the floor and just bring the hand up, okay? That's perfectly fine. If you can bring the leg up but you have concerns about balance, bring yourself close to a wall and have the hand very close to the wall, maybe just as a support, as a backup in case you do lose your balance, or you can actually touch the wall, okay? Grab the knee, grab the ankle, sorry, and then just move the hand up at the point that you need it to be up at, okay? And of course, if you can't grab your ankle, if you can't quite reach it, place a strap around the back there and pull through in that direction. That's actually harder to balance with that, so you may be wanting a wall nearby. So I'm quite close to the wall. I'm only about this far from the wall here. Okay, and place your strap and then lifting up. Okay, and of course you are doing a bit of a backward bend here. You're stretching open this area. Okay. So if you have had recent abdominal surgery, if you have a hiatus hernia, thyroid issues, you take that very, very gently and don't do much of a backwards bend at all. In fact, keep yourself fairly upright. Okay, all right, so let's have a go. And I'll do it just once, and if you want to do it more than once, you're quite welcome to rewind and have a go again. So bringing the feet into Tadasana, so lift up one of your heels, pivot around, let the heel touch the big toe, and then pivot back. So it's a measure of approximately hip width apart. Okay, breathing in, stretching the knees, pushing the knees back, and then breathe out, nice soft knees. Move your awareness up to your pelvis, push the pelvis forwards and back, find a middle ground there. And then breathing in, roll the shoulders back and out. Breathe in and out, and feel that opening in the chest. Shoulders nice and squeezed in back there. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, lifting you up to the sky, and another string attached to your crown, lifting you up. You might feel your spine extend upwards and stretch upwards as you do this. Okay. Breathing in. When you breathe out, lift up that pelvic floor, so big muscle underneath here, from the front to the back. Just feel like you're squeezing it in like a kaleidoscope. Just a little 10%, 15%, not a really big one for this one. Okay, you're in Tadasana. So now let's go into the Lord of the Dance. Breathe in. When you breathe out, bend the right knee, put the weight into the right leg, place the right hand in front of your chest. And then breathing in, allow the left hand to walk down the leg. Grab the ankle. Now steady yourself first, so make sure that supporting leg is bent. You're looking somewhere on the floor that's not moving. And then when you're ready, breathing in, allowing that left knee to bend down towards the floor, the right hand to come up to the sky. Feel that stretching through the spine, keeping a little bit of a bend in your right arm. And then go into the OK mudra, then looking up with just your eyes. Feeling that incredible stretch through. Feel yourself releasing, letting go of old habits, old relationships, things that don't serve you anymore. And then breathing in, walk the hand back up, release. Lovely. Most of the time when people try this for the first time, they can't balance, especially when the eyes go up. So don't be too harsh on yourself if you started wobbling then. Let's go across the other side. So breathing in, breathing out, put the weight into the left leg, bending the left knee, place the left hand up in front of the chest. Breathing in, walk the right hand down, grab the ankle, and then bending that left knee, making sure you've got that balance there. Then breathing in, reaching up. Continue to breathe, pushing that right knee down towards the floor, stretching the left hand up, but always keeping a nice bend in the arm. Keeping the hips facing forwards. Feel that stretch through the spine. Go into the OK Mudra with your hand, then look up with just your eyes. Keep your face facing forwards. This will engage your Ajna chakra. Feel the release, feel the letting go. Feel the clarity. Preparation for change, being open to change. And then breathing in and out. And as I said, have another go at that if you like. Rewind and go back through it. Now if you have blood pressure issues, sciatica, disc injuries, neck, lumbar issues, head cold, blocked sinuses, glaucoma, detached retina, menstruating or hernia, please do the cat here. Otherwise, if you would like, walk your hands down. Let's go into the peace posture. All the way down. If you can, place your fingers underneath your toes. If you can't quite reach that far, grab your ankles or your shins or your knees. It's quite okay. Wherever you can reach to at this point. Okay. And then closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And then breathing in, imagine the breath going up the back of the legs. Finish the in-breath at the base of the spine. Breathing out, allow the breath to come up the spine, down the arms, back to where you started. Breathing in again, up the back of the legs. Pause at the base of the spine. Breathe out, up the spine, down the arms, back to where you started. One more time, breathing in, up the back of the legs. Pause and breathe out, up the spine. And then down the arms, back to where you started. Bending the knees, gently walk yourself back up. Nice and slowly. That's the peace posture, so yummy, yummy, yummy. Now one more movement to do before we go into the deep relaxation. I do strongly suggest you have everything ready for your deep relaxation so you can literally just roll into the deep relaxation after this. What we're going to do is the supported inverted posture. If you are menstruating or if you have hiatus hernia, just go straight into your laying flat on the floor posture rather than doing this one. So I've pre-prepared some folded up blankets here. You want a fairly strong, I'm just going to grab the pile. You want a nice strong fold. What I mean is a nice right angle here. You want the blankets folded and a really nice strong right angle created with your fold. If you think this is too hard basket and you just don't want to go there, just go straight into your corpse pose, which is just laying flat on your back, ready for your deep relaxation. Not a problem. Okay? Otherwise, give this a try. It is worth trying. It is worth doing. It's incredibly nurturing. And I'll just get straight into it so you guys can start it. You sit your bottom on the pile of blankets and then you roll yourself off to the side so your hips, your waist is lined up with the bend, with the edge of the blanket. So you come down. You need to make sure that your waist lines up with the edge of the blanket there. Your bottom's resting nice and steady on the actual blanket. You've created a triangle here, a right angle triangle with your back and the floor and the height of the blankets. And then you literally just place your feet up into the sky. Okay, this is called the supported inverted posture. And just let your arms just relax out the side. And this is just fantastic. For bringing you to a place of calm, a place of quiet, a profound sense of peace, a profound sense of inner stillness, having a very still and present mind, coming to a place of joy and happiness. completeness and wholeness. And if things start to get a little bit too much this month, particularly around that full moon, the big eclipse, when secrets start to be revealed, things start to come to the surface, things to come to completion, relationships end, friendships end, new beginnings start to surface, things come to completion and fruition. It might be worth coming up into this posture. And it's surprisingly easy just to leave your feet hanging up there in the air. Just remembering to breathe and just release. Release all the tension, all of that anxiety, that impulsiveness, that strong desire to react out of fear, out of anger. And just coming to a place of calm and stillness, happiness and joy. And of course you can stay up there for as long as you like, press pause and have a bit more of a go at it. Otherwise, very gently rolling over to your right and gently rolling your legs off the side of the blankets. And of course, go straight into your deep relaxation if you're still down there. Just go into that. Okay, so I'll just move those to the side. We're now going into your deep relaxation. So you're going to be laying flat on your back for 20 minutes. If you know that laying on your back is just not going to happen, you can sit on a chair, but just keep make sure that your feet are touching the floor, so you can put a pillow between your feet and the floor if you're not able to reach that. If you're laying flat on the floor, definitely grab yourself a blankie if of some sort. If you're in a very hot climate, just maybe a sheet or maybe nothing. It depends on what works for you. And yeah, these lovely yoga blankets are fantastic because you feel like you're in a cocoon, and particularly at this time, astrologically, it might feel like a really good thing to do, to wrap yourself up there. And just allowing the spine to have its natural curvature. Have the arms out to the sides, palms faced up. And tuck the chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. And probably do take out pigtails and things, and preferably don't have anything underneath the head there. But if you do need to, just make it a very thin pillow or a wrapped up blanket is fine as well. Just have your feet just flop out to the side wherever they feel comfortable there. And this deep relaxation is designed obviously to deeply relax you. And if it's the first time you've done it, you may not feel quite as deep a relaxation as you will later. The more times you do this relaxation, the stronger it is. And you'll go deeper and quicker into the relaxation. It's also designed to actually allow you to absorb the beautiful energy from what we've done today in the yoga. So to make it a part of your being for the fortnight. So closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly. And move your awareness down your torso, down your legs, all the way to your feet. And then breathing in, squeezing the feet and the toes. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, pushing the toes away from the body. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes towards the body and the heels away from the body.
Feel that stretch in the calf muscles. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness further up your legs, up to your knees. Breathing in, gently pushing the knees down in towards the floor. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing the lower part of the back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. And breathing out, release. Keep the awareness in the lower back. Breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the front of the torso. Breathing in, squeezing the abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. Big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, push the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. Big stretch up to the sky. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion, breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor and pushing the chest down in towards the floor. Feel that beautiful stretch across the shoulder blades. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across the shoulders and down the arms, all the way down to both of the hands. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, releasing those gentle fists. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands and lifting both arms just a little bit off the floor. Breathing out, releasing those fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, down towards the floor and even a little further around. Turn the palms back in towards the body, up towards the sky, and even a little bit beyond. And breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness back up the arms, up to the neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. And without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. Then opening the mouth really wide and doing a lovely big yawn. And point the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, around in a circle in the other direction. Place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction and then around in the other direction. And then release the jaw, close the mouth, make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push the eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of the mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out.
Releasing your frowny smile. And then looking all over your face for all the muscles you can find. Breathing in, squeezing all the facial muscles, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your chin and your jaw. Big breath in. And then breathing out. Release. Move your awareness around to just behind the ears and all over the scalp. Breathing in, squeezing this area. And breathing out. Release. And then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. You move the awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. You request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And then you allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all of the effects of fear from your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming your sinus area down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw, vacuuming down your throat, down your neck, into your right lung, vacuuming down your right arm into your right hands and fingertips, vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder, vacuuming across to your left shoulder, down your left arm, all the way down to your left hand and fingertips, vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung, and then vacuuming into your heart. And then vacuuming into your stomach. Then vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your bowels, your lower pelvic organs, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg, through your right knee, all the way down to your right foot and toes. Vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks. Vacuuming down your left leg through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now being created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled up with this beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. As you breathe in, this beautiful, bright, white, healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand.
And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, upper arm, and your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine and works its way up into all of the discs and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into the head, the neck, and the spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright white, healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I am peace. I am calm. I am harmony. I can now let go. I am safe. All is well. I am peace. I am calm. I am harmony. I can now let go. I am safe. All is well. I am peace. I am calm. I am harmony. I can now let go. I am safe. All is well. And allow those affirmations to repeat in your mind for a few moments. Just sitting with those affirmations for a few moments. And move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball, works its way into the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful golden light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and fingertips, showering down your torso, through your pelvis, showering down your legs, through your knees, all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor, your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, the backs of your hands, the backs of your arms, and the back of your head. And you start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. And you very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. And then gently rock from side to side and around in a circle in one direction and around in the other direction. And then gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm and using this important moment to consolidate what we've done so far in this yoga class. We did the beautiful moon sequence, which refreshes and balances you, brings you to a place of tranquility, peace, calm, bliss and silence, opens up your intuitive insight, allows your emotional responses to life to be more harmonized, gives you a significant increase in the ability to change and adapt to life. Intuitive insight is unlocked. Your thoughts are harmonized and aligned. The beautiful dancer, the Lord of the Dance, Asana that we did, enhances your concentration, your happiness, your clarity, brings new positive thoughts, increases your ability to prioritize, gives you space for change, and allows you to let go. Our peace posture soothed your nervous system, calmed your nervous system, restored peace, and refreshed you. The supported inverted posture calms, quietens, gives us a profound sense of peace and inner stillness, gives a very still and present mind, joy, happiness, completeness and wholeness. And of course the deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated your entire body and your entire mind in preparation for the rest of the class and for your fortnight to come. And imagine yourself sitting in the upright position before you move. And then keeping the eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into a sitting position. And then rubbing those palms together, create a lovely warmth between the palms. And place those nice warm palms over your closed eyes, allowing the eyes to open in that nice, warm, safe place. And tapping the forehead, the temples, the chin and the jaw, back up to the top of the head, the back of the head, the shoulders, the chest, the side of your body, your thighs, your knees and your buttocks. Shake out the side. And breathing in, reaching up. And breathing out. A little bit of a shoulder roll. That was your deep relaxation. So I hope you enjoyed that. And again, you can do that as many times as you like over the fortnight, even just as a standalone thing if you like. We're going to do a couple of little pranayams and then go into our beautiful meditation, which will be a lunar eclipse meditation today. So because we have so much stress and anxiety going on at the moment, agitation, overactive minds, we're going to do the cooling breath, because that's really fantastic to do just to calm you down, bring you back into the present moment, release any anger, confusion that you're having, any anxiety and stress. And it is very simple. I believe we did it last fortnight. You can either curl your tongue over, so
curling it over like that, if you can do that. Otherwise, just grit your teeth together. So bring the teeth together and just breathe through your teeth. So I'll breathe through the teeth so you can hear what I'm doing. So you can just do it with me if you like. So breathing in as if you're breathing into your tummy. So big breath in. Pause. Feel the coolness in your mouth. Close the mouth. Out through the nose. Breathe in again. Pause. Feel the coolness in your mouth. Close the mouth. Out through the nose. Now, if you do have respiratory disorders, asthma, bronchitis, chronic constipation, lower body ailments, if it's really cold where you are and you get quite cold, if you're in a polluted environment, or if you have sensitive teeth, of course, just do our deep yogic, which is just breathing into the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out, tummy, chest, upper chest. You could probably have done a couple of the cooling breaths and that's it. So breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest, and out, tummy, chest, upper chest. If you're able to do the cooling breath, we'll do a couple more before we move into the next thing. So breathing in, pause, feel that cool in the mouth, close the mouth, out through the nose. Breathing in again. Pause, feel that cool in the mouth, close the mouth, out through the nose. So really, when you breathe out through the nose, feel a real release in the shoulders, a release of that tension, that anxiety, that anger, that frustration. Breathing in again. Pause, feel that coolness, close the mouth, out through the nose. And one more, breathing in. Pause, feel the cool, close the mouth, out through the nose. You're quite welcome to continue with the cooling breath if that's really working for you. If that's calming you down, it's a good one to do if you do have a heated argument with someone, or someone's really flaring up with this Mars business, Mars in Uranus, a Mars retrograde, and all of those crazy things that are going on. With it also being out of bounds as well, so being quite maverick, quite restless, quite aggressive and impulsive. So it's a really good one to have, just that cooling you down, really just cooling down that anger, that stress and anxiety, and that agitated and overactive mind as well. It also brings you to a place of emotional balance. So you can have a go at that a few more times if you like. We're going to do the alternate nostril breath. Again, we did this, I think, last fortnight. If you do have dizziness or low blood pressure, it's best just to stick with your deep yogic again. So the breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest. Okay, otherwise, bring your right hand up, place the middle finger between your two eyebrows and your third eye. Little finger up against your left nostril, thumb up against the right nostril, and then place your left hand underneath your elbow just to support you, sitting up nice and tall. When you breathe in, you're going to imagine filling up your tummy. I'll just switch hands so I can do it with you. Check that you can breathe independently out of both nostrils. If you can't, just grab a tissue. Excuse me. And closing off your left nostril there. So breathing in through your right nostril. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your left nostril. Pause. In through your left nostril. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your right. Pause. In through your right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your left. Pause. In through your left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your right. Pause. In through your right.
Pause. Switch fingers out through your left. Pause. In through your left. Pause. Switch fingers out through your right. And just releasing that. You're definitely welcome to do that for a bit longer if that feels comfortable for you. We'll go into the actual meditation now. It's going to be the Lunar Eclipse meditation. I'm not sure if I've done this on video yet. This might be the first time. We'll relax the body first, then we'll go straight into it. It'll be just a nice short 10-minute meditation for you. We're just going to go into the mudra of wisdom, so touching the pointer fingers and the thumbs together. You can have them palm face up, palm face down, or even bring them into a chakra if that feels better for you. And just closing the eyes, checking that your body is in an upright position. If you're sitting on a chair, that's fine, but just keep the feet in contact with the floor, put a pillow underneath, and try not to have the back touching the back of the seat as well. So sitting up nice and tall, closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly at the floor. And then settling the body first, so breathing in, move your awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. Big breath in, and then breathing out, allow the whole lower body to rest and settle into the floor. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvic area, your middle torso, upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. And breathing out, allow the whole torso to sink down into the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingertips, your fingers, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders, arms and hands to rest into the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head, the crown of your head. As you breathe out, allow the whole body to rest and settle into the sitting position. Take yourself to the middle of a forest, in a clearing area where there's a beautiful big lake. You feel very safe. It's the middle of the night. You feel very protected and nurtured by the forest and the trees around you, and by the lake. And beyond the lake, beyond the trees that are on the other side of the lake, up in the sky is a big, bright, full moon in Aquarius, beaming down on the lake and on the front of your body. Beautiful silvery light. The lake is very peaceful. And as you look up at this beautiful moon, you notice the part of it starts to go into shadow. And you become aware that a lunar eclipse is about to occur. And you notice that your base chakra, beautiful ruby red chakra spinning very slowly at the base of your spine, starts to come to a place of stillness and silence and darkness as it prepares to reboot. More of the shadow passes across the moon. Your sacral chakra up behind your belly button, a beautiful orange chakra, slows down to a place of stillness and darkness and silence. The shadow moves almost halfway across and you come up to your solar plexus, and it slows down into a place of stillness and darkness, silence, preparing for the reboot. The shadow is now halfway across the moon in the sky. Your heart chakra starts to slow down, and then it moves into a place of stillness and darkness and silence. The shadow continues to move across this full moon, beyond halfway, your throat chakra moves to a place of stillness and darkness and silence. As the shadow moves across even further, your third eye slows down into a place of stillness, a place of darkness and silence in preparation for the reboot. And then as the shadow fully covers the moon and a blood red colour appears all over the moon, your crown chakra moves into a place of stillness and darkness and silence. For that moment of full lunar eclipse, all the chakras in your body are releasing old habits, old ways of being, toxic relationships, fear-based habits, all the things that are no longer needed. The chakras are moving into a place of balance and alignment. This beautiful blood red moon beams down on the lake over your body. And then the shadow starts to move away. You notice that your base chakra, beautiful ruby red, crystal-like, beaming chakra, starts to move again very slowly. You affirm to yourself that I am safe, I am strong, I can do this. The shadow moves away a little further and the beautiful, bright full moon starts to beam out behind the shadow. Your sacral chakra, just behind your navel, beautiful crystal orange colored chakra, starts to move again a little faster than the base chakra. And you affirm it is safe for me to release toxic relationships and old friends that no longer serve my purpose, will no longer help me on my path, on my journey. The shadow moves away a little further and your solar plexus starts to spin again. Beautiful, bright, golden yellow chakra spinning a little faster than the other two. And you affirm to yourself, it is safe for me to stand in my own power. I draw my power back to me. Shadow moves away even further and half of the full moon starts to reappear. Your heart chakra starts to move again, spinning a little faster than the other three. Beautiful emerald green crystal-like chakra. And you affirm to yourself, I joyfully release the hurts, the anger, the resentment from the past. And I joyfully release old, toxic relationships, or relationships that just don't serve me anymore. The shadow continues to move away and the big, bright full moon starts to beam down upon the lake and over your face and your body. Your throat chakra opens up. Beautiful crystal blue colour starts to spin again. You affirm to yourself, it is safe for me to express my truth. Then your third eye starts to spin again as the shadow continues to move away. You affirm to yourself, I can see clearly now. I see what needs to be done. And the shadow moves completely away from the full moon and beautiful silvery light shines down on the lake and over your body. And your crown chakra opens up. You feel your intuition expanding. You allow yourself to rest in stillness for a few moments. If your mind starts to wander, move your way through the chakras and feel them beaming with light, spinning, aligned and balanced. And breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, your upper torso, middle torso and pelvic area. As you breathe out, allow your whole upper body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. And gently opening the eyes, releasing your mudra, rubbing your hands together. Do a little bit more tapping, wake yourself up, a bit of a shake. I hope you enjoyed that meditation and indeed the whole class. Do it as many times as you like. It's completely free. It's completely available to anybody who can access the internet anywhere on the planet. So if you can think of anybody who would benefit from having a ready-made yoga class, available whenever they're available to do it, please do share this with them on your Facebook page or on YouTube, or email it to them, or whatever you can. Text it to them. And and share it with, as I said, with as many people as you can. Please do send back some comments on the YouTube channel or on the Facebook page, and let me know how you went with the class and how you've been feeling over this couple of weeks, what you've been dealing with. I'd love to hear how you're going and connect with you guys as well. So enjoy your full moon in Aquarius on the 28th of July. And your big lunar eclipse, your big opening up of those secrets, a big reveal, and a big letting go, and going with the flow, and bringing yourself back to that place of calmness and stillness as best you possibly can, and harmony and balance with your moon sequence. And until our new moon coming up in a fortnight, I wish you all the very best. Namaste.